Hi, this is Vinay from Gear Fluids. Today we will learn how to perform a tetramesh on a solid component. So this is the Hypermesh 2019 software. You can go to File and first we will import the geometry. So go to Import Geometry and select the file, open. This is a CAD part and the units, that means the units of the geometry will be in millimeter, kg, Newton seconds by default. Import. You can close it. Now we will first I'll first let you know how do I move this across the graphics area. This blue area is called the graphics area. So press the control button and press the left mouse button to move it in this fashion. Press the control button and press the right mouse button to pan it across the graphics area. Now press the control button and scroll in or scroll out to zoom in or zoom out of the model. Now you can press this drop down button and just give a right click here and now make it current. So make current is important because you will make it as a current component. So making this as a current component will be helpful when you will be creating elements, when you will be meshing. So make it current. Okay, now this is the current component, and this button helps you to show or hide the geometry. The button next to that, this is the FE uh, button. So this FE button hides or shows the um, finite elements. Those elements, finite elements might be any kind of element, or they might be nodes or anything. Okay, so any entity related to finite elements can be showed or hidden using this black button. Okay, now we will first delete the solids because that is important if you want to create a tetra mesh. So a tetra mesh will be created by first creating 2D RTRI elements, and then those will be used in creating tetra mesh. Now press the F2 button. Press the F2 button. I'll note it down here. F2 is the button to go in the delete option. Now select solids all and press delete. All the solids have been deleted. Now press escape. Now go to 2D, or you can press F12. F12 is the button if you want to go to the auto mesh panel. Select surfaces. Now which surfaces do you want to mesh with 2D or tria elements? We want all the surfaces, so select all. Now the element size should be set to whatever value you want to, depending on your computer's configuration. I'll be preferring a size of 8. Now press 8, or I can go with even 5. Okay, I have pressed 5 now. Press enter to confirm this value of 5. Now the mesh type can be R tria, mixed tria quads, or only quads, strictly quads. So we will go with R trias since it will nicely capture the geometry and fillet features. One of the fillets is here. So this will be captured nicely by the R tria element. So we will just press mesh. Now see the elements to current component. This is the option I was talking about. That's why I made you to make this as a current component, because now it will help us. All our elements which will be created, they will just go and they will be located inside this current component. Press mesh. 18,000 elements have been created. Now these numbers show you the density um, of elements around any geometric feature. So you can of course left click and increase the density, or you can right click and decrease the density, then press mesh to finalize the mesh and escape button. Okay, I'll change the color from white to green because that looks nice. Okay, if you want to see only the finite element entities, just press hide the geometry, so only finite element entities will be visible. Okay, the 2D mesh has been created. Now we will create a 3D tetra mesh. So for that, go to 3D, go to tetra mesh, select components, which is knuckle here, select, and the type will be simple pyramid. You can explore other options too. Press mesh. Now the meshing has started. Okay, now it has been meshed. Here you can see the status, whatever is happening in the software in Hypermesh. We will do a quality check of the elements. Press F10. F10 for quality check. Okay, so please note all these things down since they will come in very handy. Okay, so now we will check the quality of the 3D elements, because we are creating 3D mesh, so we will check the 3D elements quality. So 0 elements are failing in warpage. The most important criteria here is TET collapse. So basically, if you all must be aware of that, that 4 nodes are needed to create a tetra element. So 2 3 4 element numbers, I mean node numbers 2 3 4 are in one plane, and the node number 1 is not in this plane, it is out of plane. So this is what TET collapse is. So basically, if all the 4 nodes lie in one plane, if they are, this one is approaching the plane created by 2 3 4, then it is a something which is not desired. It is a TET collapse and our element is failing in that criteria, and basically we need to move this number 1 node out of the plane of 2 3 4 nodes. Okay, so this is what TET collapse is. So press TET collapse to check the quality. Okay, luckily we are safe. 0% or 0 elements are failing. In Jacobian also, none of the elements are failing. Now press escape, and you all remember that we had created 2D elements first. So we will delete those 2D elements. Press F2 and select elements. Now before deleting, let me tell you how to mask or unmask a particular type of element. So what I mean to say is, basically the plus button means show any component or any geometry, and minus means to hide it. So now I want to show the 2D elements. I want to make it visible in the graphics area. So I will press plus button, and for 3D also I'll press the plus button. So all are being shown in the graphics area, which is pretty obvious. Now we will press the minus button next to 3D since we want to hide it. Let me tell you why to hide it. So first we'll press it. Okay, now all the 3D elements have been masked. We will go to model. Okay, let me tell you why we hid this 3D elements, because we are going to delete the elements, so we don't want any 3D elements to get deleted So that is why I have hidden the 3D elements. So we are left out only with 2D elements. So just select elements displayed. Displayed means whatever is visible in the graphics area. So displayed are 18754 elements. If I select all means even the elements which are not visible here, which are the 3D elements, they have been included. So 83,000 odd elements have been added, which are the 3D elements, and the total goes to 1 lakh elements. So we will delete this. Now elements displayed. Now what is displayed? Only 2D elements. So they will get deleted. Press delete entity. Now again go to mask. We can show our 3D elements by pressing this plus button. Okay. Now if you want to cross check, just press the plus button next to 2D. Okay, next to 2D to confirm that there is no 2D element now. Now press the plus button next to 3D. We will be able to see the 3D elements. And again, if you want to confirm there are no 2D elements, just press F10. F10 you need to press and go to the check elements criteria panel. Warpage aspect. As we click all these options, we can see there are no valid elements on the screen. That means here we have no 2D elements. Now go to 3D. TED collapse. Okay, we have these 3D elements, these many 3D elements, 83,998, and luckily none of these are failing in TED collapse or Jacobian. Other criteria also you can see, max angle, they will be failing, of course, and you cannot correct all the elements. So we need not pay attention to this part because they are not so uh, significant. The only crucial part is TET collapse for a tetra element. So this is not failing. Now we are done with our mesh. So this is the final mesh, and you can press this button to get a view. These are the views available. So this is the isometric view, and this will give a mirror image or a reversed view, whatever you say it. So this is how meshing is done in hypermesh for a solid element. Thank you.